Hello everybody, this is Ben for the Blue Monday podcast, and I have just witnessed Ipswich Town 2, Bolton Wanderers 0. Ipswich back to winning ways after 2 defeats, going up to 5th place in the Championship with a game in hand. Unbelievable scenes. Let me take you through the game, tell you what I thought. So Mick goes back to the 3-5-2. He mentioned it in the press conference on Friday, that we looked most compact and kind of had played best against Birmingham with the 3-5-2, and we'd had to go away from it in the middle of the game against Barnsley, and never really came back to it. So it was Bart in goal, Chambers back in the middle of the 3 centre-backs, Iorfa to his left, Spence to his right, and a very right-footed back 3. Callum Connolly, right wing-back, Ken Lock, left wing back. Knudsen injured today, presumably, or yesterday, didn't play. It was Skews and Adeyemi making his first start deep midfield. Ward further forward, Garner and McGoldrick up front. So the game starts. Pretty horrible first 10 minutes, just a load of long balls going back and forward, 2 back 3s there, just headering everything out. Doesn't really settle down. There's a free kick early to Bolton on 10 minutes until about then. Morose puts it in, well cleared. Iorfa, good interception and drive forward. Really good chance this, actually. A lot of people were whining because he tried to play McGoldrick in, but couldn't quite get the pass through. But it was a Bramble-esque breakout of defence and couldn't quite find the pass. Noon blazes the first of several shots he has over. Bolton played this system where they had 3 at the back, 2 wing-backs, then signed a kind of a midfield 2, a wide 2 that could pull back, Noon and Moraes, and Medine up front. When they didn't have the ball, they could really sink back into a kind of 5-4-1, and that stood them in pretty good stead. Ward with a crap long ranger. We played into Bolton's hands for the first 20 minutes. Didn't use the ball well, didn't get the wing-backs forward. Bit of Bolton possession. Actually, from 20 minutes, they actually started to get into the game a little bit. Poor shot from Noon. Ken Lock was the one of the 2 wing-backs that actually kind of saw, right, this game is set up for me if I can get forward. He gets forward, has a good right-footed shot, blocked. Foul by Spence on Medine. Free kick ends with Noon's shot deflected wide. Ken Lock forward again. Great cross this. Great clearance from Wheater. It gets cleared. Chambers with the mistake. Bolton are breaking, and Skews with just brilliant defensive play. He sees the runner way before the ball gets played, goes full on sprint. Obviously the runner has to kind of time his run because he wants to receive the ball, and as Skews sprints, he nicks the ball away from him. He's the last man. Great play by Skews. Noon arriving at the back post. He outjumps Connolly. Now, at this point, we're realising that Connolly's not having the best of days. This is half an hour in. Didn't look comfortable as a wing-back, I have to say. Medine, great long-range strike. Swervy one. Bart has 2 hands behind it, but has to tip over. It's a good strike by Medine. Good little link-up between McGoldrick and Ken Lock at wing-back. Ken Lock's having a good game, I'd say, at this point. Ward puts the corner in. Iorfa up well, but can't direct it. I would suggest that Bolton edged the first half ever so slightly just in terms of goal chances. Now, I've been kind of rattling along that 3-5-2 should be the way Ipswich play. It suits their personnel better, but they really didn't play the system very well today. If you're going to play that system, the wing backs are really important. They need to get the ball and link up with the midfield, make the extra man. If they don't, you get an isolated midfield. Ken Lock made a really good go at it, but Connolly, I don't want to write him off. He had a bad half. He got a kick, a nasty one. I think it was Noon actually got his standing foot. Was it? Or was it the West Ham guy line? Anyway, he got a kick and really ended the first half badly. Wasn't winning stuff in the air. Wasn't making his passes. The other player who I think was a little bit culpable was Ward. Not that he played badly, but again, in this system, his job is to link those 2 deeper midfielders with the attack, and it was all a bit isolated and you found everybody kind of swarming back. So as much as I'm still high on this 3-5-2, they've got to learn to kind of play it a little bit better, I think. So with that being said, Connolly comes out and Selena comes in. There's been a lot of clamour for Selena. And basically I've been saying I think he should play 3-5-2 and I think he's going to play Selena central, and second half he's playing 4-4-2, Selena's down the left, so people got to see what they wanted, and immediately a tick in the Mick box, a goal after 47 minutes, and ladies and gentlemen, I was there when Carl Skews scored. So we're attacking down the left, it gets to McGoldrick, he lays it back, and Skews fancies it, he has a shot, it takes a deflection, it flies in the corner, who cares, Skews has the goal. I've said on the podcast that I think he's been better this season. Funnily enough, I think he'd been better in the 3-5-2 system when other people were there and he didn't have to make the play. But he was kind of ended up in a 4-4-2, similar, making the play like he was last season. Anyway, he gets the goal. That's great for him. Hopefully that might get some people off his back. Who knows? And as I say, big tick for Mick. He sees the problem, he reacts, and immediately we score. There's been a few of those this season. For those of you who are anti-Mick, he needs to take credit as well when these things go right. And literally 2 minutes after he has the team for 15 minutes and he changes the system, we take the lead. Go figure. Caracan with the curler. This was a weird one. Kind of going, and Bart's watching it, bounces just in front of him, and you think, come on, Bart, deal with it, but he pushes it away with two hands. Now, Bolton actually hem us in for the 5 minutes after the goal. So we really started the second half well, and then kind of they came out having conceded the goal for the first time in the game, hemmed us in with a few long throws and whatnot, and an amazing chance for Bolton. They should have equalised on 55. I think there's a kind of communication thing and Chambers ends up leaving it. Unfortunately, the chance for them fell to Wheater, and he's just too slow to react, and we get back and block it. But it's proper one of those heart in the mouth, whole stadium waiting for the ball to hit the net. Medina's then clean through on 59. He looked offside from where I was sitting. Everything kind of stops and he tries a frankly terrible lob and it goes over. So Bolton really could have got back to 1-1 there. Two good chances. A great charge through by McGoldrick here. He enters the rare beast mode that he only very infrequently gets. Good save by Alnwick here. Great last-ditch tackle then by Iorfa down the other. And we saw one of these in the previous game against QPR, where those long legs and that pace can get him out of trouble. A lot of people used to say that about Sol Campbell, that if he wasn't in the right place, his pace would get him out of it. Selena puts the afterburners on and gets the crowd really going. He knocks it out of his feet. He runs. Wheater with the tactical professional foul takes him out. If he hadn't of, we were in behind then. So clever from Wheater, and big round of applause for Selena there. Bolton counter-attack. They're in a good position here, but the cross is too floaty and Medina has to kind of wait for it and jump to header. It needed a pacey cross and they were really possibly behind us there. Adeyemi drives into the box. Lovely low cross here. No one there. No one gambling in. Maybe our forwards were a bit tired by then. 72nd minute. Ipswich on the counter. McGoldrick to Selena. His shot snuffed out. Gets a good shot away, but it's snuffed out for the corner. Wilbraham and Lafondra come on from a race and Medina. By the way, Adam Armstrong came on and I didn't even notice. I guess Little must have been already there. I don't know what I was doing. So he's come on 10 minutes ago, I think. Caracan lobs run over. Scramble in the box. Both Ward and McGoldrick had good chances to make it 2-0 shots. Both blocked. Breakaway here for Ipswich. McGoldrick personified here. Amazing dribble where you get the two defenders together and he takes them one way, goes in between the two of them. Just a rubbish shot over by him, having done all the hard work. Ward, who had a bit of an interesting relationship with Iorfa at right back, seemed to be a little bit too close to him, seemed to not trust him. He plays a pretty horrible pass back and Iorfa runs past it. Armstrong, who I didn't even know was on, takes it, dribbles it, has his shot blocked out, heart in mouth stuff. And then in the 89th minute, finally, we get the second goal. McGoldrick from a kind of flick on, gets it out of his feet, takes the guy on, and then outside of the right foot curls it into the top corner. And I have to then go from, McGoldrick was, was ineffectual and fluffy to McGoldrick got an assist and a goal today, so he disproves me again. And Ward out, Downs in, Nydam in for McGoldrick as well. Garner takes a yellow card for dissent, I think, at the end in his on-running battle with Wheater. Sorry, Cameron, didn't mean to do that. So we win 2-0. Again, the kind of story of the season. Have we played well at any point this season? I don't know. We've been very, very effective, and we've now won 5 games out of 7 and have 15 points, which is exceedingly good. His promotion form is over 2 points per game. I don't know what I think. I keep saying 3-5-2 is the way forward, and then every time we seem to do it, he seems to switch back to 4-4-2, and we do better at 4-4-2 than 3-5-2. I don't know whether he can coach it, whether the players can do it. There might be a clamour next game for a 4-4-2 start and Selina on the wing. There's evidence to say that would be a good thing. We got both the goals. I felt we played into Bolton's hands in the first half. I think when they dropped back, we needed Iorfa and Spence. They were spare. They could have come forward with the ball. We needed Connolly to get forward. I don't want to write Connolly off, but he didn't have a good game and he was taken out. And there was big shades of that Barnsley game where, and this is systemic, where in Barnsley, again, it was Nydam and Kenlock that got sacrificed. Again, like I say, if you're going to play 3-5-2, the wing-backs are important and the number 10 is important. And we don't seem to be able to work that, despite seeming to have the players to fit the system. So let's go through the team. Bart, fine, again, as usual. Chambers, nice to have him back. The odd rocky moment, but clean sheet, and he does so much good work organising the others. Now, Iorfa and Spence were a little bit off where they have been. I don't know whether that's that they were used to being the kind of leaders in the back four. Now Chambers is going to have to play a slightly different role. And I do keep saying these poor guys have had to play so many different positions. You've got Iorfa playing left centre-back now, having played wing-back, centre-back, right-back. He only hasn't played left-back now. Kenlock was good. Well done, Kenlock. He played a good game. And of the 2 wing-backs, he was the one that embraced getting forward. And I thought he played well. And, Knudsen is ahead of him now, but, very capable. 2 good players in that position. Connolly was bad. I don't want to write him off. Like I say, he looked far more comfortable last week at QPR as a fullback than he does now as a wingback. We will see what happens with that. Skews was excellent. Not just the goal. I suspect he had the most touches. His passing was good and progressive. Don't know whether it's having that Adeyemi next to him. We'll come on to Adeyemi. Skews was excellent. It's between him and McGoldrick for man of the match for me. Adeyemi is not a passer. He's not going to make the play, but it's another physical specimen next to Skews. But it is very clear that this team would be improved by Emir Hughes in that position. It looks like we kind of miss him. Off the front, Ward, didn't get forward enough in the first half and then spent most of the second half covering Iorfa at right back. Not his best, but Skews carried the midfield today. McGoldrick, he's fluffy sometimes. He gives the ball away sometimes. He's greedy. But he got an assist and a goal. He put the numbers on the board. He will play next game. Garner, his usual nuisance. Great in the air. Doesn't seem to get too many chances to actually score, but so useful. Needs to be in the team. Man of the match, you've got to give it to Skews. McGoldrick's gonna score again and assist again this season. But Skews really was the top midfielder today. So very pleasing. I still don't know whether we've played well and put a great performance together all season and moved the ball well. There's rumours maybe that Webster might be back towards the squad next weekend. I think he's going to stick 4-4-2. Hey, who knows? We will find out. Let me know what you think. I've gone long, 14 minutes. I've gone really long. And let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I've got Skews right as man of the match. If you think it's going to be 4-4-2, not 3-5-2. If you think that I'm right, that we're not coaching the 3-5-2 right, and maybe we do still have the right players to play. And what do you think about Bernson Selina? Does he deserve a start? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching it, on your phone or on your laptop or whatever. The podcast is going to be out on Monday, Blue Monday, ITFC. Type that into Acast or Apple Podcasts. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. And if you survive to the end of the video, thank you, because it's going to be nearly 15 minutes. See you later.